Hello Joe, so this is Chopin. Okay, we've got a lot to do, so I'll run through it fairly briefly. But for bringing out the melody, so you want this nice comfortable melody. And to get that singing tone, you can just play it first just with the singing voice. And just do a couple of notes, you know. 4 notes, 5 notes, that kind of thing. And you really want to recognise and take note of where your hand position is in order to get the singing sound. And as far as possible, then just softly open your hand out to play that accompaniment, because that's where, I'm not going to be playing that chord as a chord there, centred. I want to be playing it there, so that my melody is coming out. This was a nice one we did here. So I can play that with a nice singing melody. And then my hand is up there now. Actually my thumb can't reach that B at the moment, so I'm going to have to just say very softly, just open my hand. And it is just sort of relaxing so that it kind of splays out a little bit. But it's going to splay out, but I still want to keep the weight there. Find I'm doing that quite flat hand position now, which is good. Flat hand position, flat fingers can give you quite a singing sound, whereas the sort of firm fingertips often don't. But so don't be afraid of just, if it needs to relax, just open up your hand nice and flat. Your left hand there, you want to think of that as one gesture. It's just turning into the B, and that's going to help you together. So you're just thinking really about that as one movement, and then so it's always that as one idea. And that nice soft hand position is going to really help you. Remember, if you find yourself stretching any time, just stretch just for that moment and then let go and let your fingers sit within the keys rather than keeping the stretch. You don't want that. Okay, this is 29, this is 30. And we're doing the same thing. You play the chord and you might need to stretch to get down there, but just let your fingers sit in there so it's nice and relaxed. So when you're getting here smoothly from there to there, but you do want to make sure you've got a good singing sound in there. So again, your hand is nicely centered. So we can start to take these together. You've taken these together already, but you're floating. It's the drop roll. So you're coming in and then out and in and out. Use that movement as you rise up to get to the next chord. So it's one movement. Okay, the up and the down is kind of, it's just one sort of rise and fall. It's like throwing a scarf in the air, and it will come back down. The dotted rhythm is nice actually. Gradually just get rid of the dotted rhythm. That's nice. Same thing there, and then we're working on this thing here. Now, you can play the bottom part staccato, which frees up your hand to move, but you want to think about those movements. So we've done these in groups of 3. And you're thinking of that movement, and I'm just making that one movement. And then I'm just going to put the other chord in the middle. And so I'm playing that second chord as my hand is moving in that direction. You can see my thumb here is not near the G, it's underneath it. And actually I'm going to encounter that G by moving my hand up towards there. And then again from there, repeat that chord, play the next 3. Oh, sorry. Repeat, play the next 3. And then again. First 3, what are we on? C sharp. And so on. So you got those groups of 3. movement in that direction. Also, you can think about the groups of, oh, it's actually, before we move on, the other thing, the counter exercise to that, of course, is making sure you've got this nice wrist, sort of flowing wrist, giving you a nice positive movement into each chord, and that will help the muscle memory for when you want to do those movements, and you're not so much floating on the key surface, but the nice solid chords. And then you can start to put that together in pairs. Really, play the first chord and prepare the second. Where is it? I know it's going to be there, and then I can play them one into the other. Then I'm tempted to say, actually, play the first chord of there first, and then once you know what that movement's going to be, play them both. Repeat that one again. Think about the next one, and don't play them both until you're ready to play both. So you prepare the second one. So you play those in pairs. If you get fluent in that, you can think about doing that exercise. Make sure you get them really fluent in the pairs first. Yeah, that's great. Good luck with it.